In the past, we've had to deal looking at heat absorption by colours. So we've got the darker flask and the lighter flask. We put these out in the sun, and the darker flask generally gets hotter than this one. As you can see, it's a few degrees above already. Instead of doing that, we can use models of houses. We can get kids to design houses with lots of variety of different designs. This is a cutout that gives the same variety, but the two houses are identical. And the students have put windows in one, so this is to demonstrate the greenhouse effect. And just to demonstrate the use of the new data loggers, we'll just put a heat source near each one and see what happens. So here's our new data logger, and you can see another video based on that, but when you turn it on at the top here, on, come to this screen, and what we want to, oops, and it's gone automatically to that screen. So you can go home. To get back, we want the LabQuest app. And there's no sensors plugged in at the moment, so we're going to use channel 1 and channel 2. If you're using these with the kids, make sure that they get this right. You can see one end is shaped a little bit differently to the other, so it only goes in one way, and we want to plug that in there, and you'll see it instantly starts detecting the temperature probe. And the other one, we're going to use two, one for each house. And we'll just rotate this. Okay, so we've got the temperature for two of our probes. We'll put one probe in a house with no windows, one probe in a house with windows. And we have a heat source nearby representing the sun. Just get that to stay still. So we have two probes in. The red probe here is attached to channel 1. The blue probe is attached to channel 2. They just come on automatically once you're on that screen. And we can see that the red probe is hotter, it's near a heat source, and the heat's being retained inside. So in order to have a look at the graph of that, we can switch to graph mode just by pressing the graph button and then press play. And we'll get a instant graph of that data, and we'll just let that run for a few minutes and come back. I've had a few seconds there, the time's set to run out at 180, so just while that's still doing, we'll just click on the table button, and you can see a table being added with all the values. And we've got one probe, the red one there, at 27 degrees, the other at 26.1, so they've pretty much reached the values that they're going to give. We go back to the graph, and you can see it's still graphing. If we stop that value, that recording, you can see it's pretty much a straight line. And then if you wanted to analyze the graphs, you could go here to analyze, choose a curve, or a straight line, still in amongst curves, whoops. Curve fit, temperature, we'll just curve fit, temperature, and it says what do you want to do with the red one. So we want to put a linear line to that, or a line of best fit. It's a linear graph, so we've put a linear one. Okay, and there you can see the curve, and it gives you some values that you can use and the correlation value. Okay, and you can save your run, or you can go back to the temperature mode and have students use these values to make a table. You can also write notes for your particular task. There's other things in here. You can save, email, print. We're looking at setting this up to send data automatically to other students.